All right, y'all, welcome in. Welcome to the first YouTube video of this channel. I'm super excited. Got a lot of information I want to share today, but I wanted to first and foremost give a shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for the support on the lives and on the YouTube shorts. All the comments have been great. Today, I wanted to cover Elliott Wave Theory, basically going into the basics here. I want to do a back to the basics to give you guys an understanding of how it works, what to look for. I get questions all the time. Where do I start wave counts? What looks like an impulsive wave? What looks like a corrective wave? How do I determine the difference between the two? That's what we're going to focus on today. I have the Bitcoin chart pulled up here, and we're going to use that as an example of how to chart. And we're going to go over everything today. But again, just wanted to say thank you for the support. Let's get into the video. First and foremost, on Bitcoin, how do you identify a motive phase or an impulsive wave versus a corrective wave? The first way to go about doing this is identify a major bottom here. So this on Bitcoin is a major bottom. We had this back in 2022. After this big run up in the 2021 year, we had this huge corrective move down. So after a big correction, that is where you can start your impulsive wave. This is the weekly candles here on this chart. If we zoom in here on Bitcoin, we can see this start of an impulsive wave here. I'm going to dive into why that is an impulsive wave. In order to have impulsive waves in Elliott Wave Theory, you need 5 waves up and 3 waves down. We have that here on Bitcoin, which I'm going to jump into here in a second. It looks like this. You get 5 waves up and then 3 waves down. This is our impulsive wave. This right here is our corrective wave. The way to determine if it's impulsive or corrective is the amount of waves inside of it. This being 5 waves impulsive, this being 3 waves corrective. Now that we have an understanding of what an impulsive wave looks like versus a corrective wave, we can go into an example here of what that looks like. On Bitcoin on the weekly, we have an example of an impulsive wave. We have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. Again, this is on the weekly time frame, and we have a 5-wave impulsive move off of a major low in 2022. So this makes up our impulsive wave 1. What comes next? Well, we have a corrective wave. We have a 3-wave movement here for a correction. This, my friends, is our wave 2. So now we've identified a subwave 1 and a subwave 2 off of a major wave low down here. 5 waves up, 3 waves down. That is an example of an impulsive wave. An example of a corrective wave, just as we discussed, happens in 3 waves. What do we have here on Bitcoin? A wave down, a wave up, a wave down. So this could be a wave, B wave, and C wave. Okay, perfect. Now that we have an understanding of what a impulsive wave looks like versus a corrective wave, we can view the entire chart off of this major wave low back here in 2022. We've already identified a 5-wave move up with a 3-wave move down. Now what comes next is a wave 3. So we have a subwave 5-wave movement to make up a wave 1, a 3-wave movement to make up a wave 2. Then we have another 5-wave movement here to make up a wave 3. This one is an example of a complex correction. I'm not going to get into that today. That's a further video. I will do a video explaining how complex correction works. But on this example here, we have a 5-wave move, which we can mark out yet again as our subwave movements of a major wave 3. And then we have this corrective 4, and then a final wave 5, which if we go down to the daily time frame, you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5-wave movement here. We can mark that as our major 5. So now we have an understanding of what a subwave looks like versus a macro wave. These in circled here are our macro waves. These in red are our subwaves. So in order to have a macro wave 1, you have to have 5 subwaves. In order to have a macro wave 3, 5 subwaves. In order to have macro wave 5, 5 subwaves. You can see these subwaves on the daily. Now what comes next is a big ABC corrective, which is our major wave 2 of a major wave 1. I hope that's helpful. I wanted to provide a visual guide on how Elliott Wave Theory works. Typically, people can get very confused on where wave counts start, where wave counts are going to go. And this is just a quick visual guide on how waves operate. You get 5 waves up, 3 waves down. And the way that you go about starting that, again, is from a major wave low. I hope this helps, and I'll see you all in the next one.